Customer success isn't just about recurring revenue gained via retention anymore. It's about expansion revenue too. And whether you like it or not, that shift is already happening. Nearly half of CS teams now fully own all expansion revenue. That includes upsells, cross-sells, and renewals, the full deal. So if you're still treating CS like a post-sales support function, you're playing an outdated game. Let's break down what's really happening inside customer success right now. CSMs are now revenue owners. Customer success used to be the team that stepped in after the deal was signed, managing churn, resolving issues, and keeping accounts steady. It always contributed to recurring revenue, but that impact often felt less visible than the direct wins sales could point to. Now, companies are betting on something different. It's smarter to grow existing customers than acquire new ones, and they're betting on you to do it. Here's what that looks like. 49% of CS teams now own all expansion revenue. 19% of CSMs are closing upsells themselves. 7% are carrying upsell targets. Only 22% of CS teams are not responsible for any kind of expansion revenue. That's a pretty small slice of the pie. But here's the disconnect. While responsibility has expanded, compensation hasn't kept pace. A recent industry breakdown found that only 36% of CSMs earn commissions for driving expansion. That means nearly 2/3 of CSMs are doing the work of revenue teams, without revenue incentives. And the gap runs deeper. Over 40% of those who don't receive commission are part of teams that do their own expansion targets. In many cases, compensation is structured around bonuses tied to performance reviews or company-level metrics, not directly linked to individual revenue impact. Ralph Meyer, Global Enterprise Success Manager at Bentley Systems, says that in previous roles, 75% of his team's KPIs were weighted toward renewals. But even with that emphasis, comp is handled through performance bonuses, not commission. Ana Herrero Wallace, head of customer success at Workday, echoed this at Customer Success Summit Amsterdam, pointing out that while CSMs often receive bonuses, true commission-based pay is rare. As she put it, we need to maybe speak up a little more because I think it's only fair. So yes, CS is now being held accountable for revenue, but in many orgs, the incentives still lag behind the expectations. Why does this shift feel so messy? With revenue responsibility comes pressure, but most CSMs weren't hired or trained for this. Here's what's getting in the way. There's a fear of sounding salesy. Many CSMs chose this path to avoid quota, so when companies ask them to sell, it feels like a trust breaker. But this isn't about pitching, it's about helping customers unlock more value. Expansion happens when customers succeed. Your job is to guide that. No commercial training. Companies expect CSMs to identify opportunities, handle objections, and forecast risk. But they rarely train them on how to do any of that. There's no sales enablement, no growth playbook, and no consistent coaching. If you feel unprepared, that's not a personal failing. That's a systemic gap. Broken sales handoffs. The deal closes, the handoff is rushed or non-existent. CS gets dropped into a relationship with unclear goals, spotty notes, and mismatched expectations. That misalignment creates confusion and kills momentum for growth. You can't drive expansion if you can't see what's working. Too many CS teams are operating without clean health scores, product usage insights, or clear upsell signals. Without the full picture, you're stuck reacting instead of leading. What needs to change for CS to truly own revenue? The highest performing CS teams aren't just reacting to this shift, they're leading it. Here's what they're doing differently. The best CSMs don't pitch. They guide conversations around value. It's not about selling more, it's about helping customers achieve more. Leaders invest in building commercial confidence, not just product expertise. That means joint account plans, shared QBRs, and one coordinated customer strategy. When sales and CS show up as a unified team, the customer experience changes, and so do the results. No more guesswork or vague responsibilities. Trigger points are defined. When usage hits a milestone, the next step is built in. It's structured, scalable, and built to support growth at every stage. If leadership doesn't treat CS like a revenue driver, the rest of the org won't either. This shift needs more than lip service. It requires real investment, clear metrics, and top-down accountability. For years, companies debated whether CS should own revenue or not, but then the shift happened. The responsibility landed, renewals, upsells, cross-sells, and there was no roadmap, just a new set of expectations. But it's revealed something important. CS was already doing the hard part, building trust, guiding outcomes, spotting opportunities. It's just that CS wasn't connecting it to growth. Revenue ownership doesn't dilute what CS stands for, it reinforces it. It's not always smooth, but it's the right direction. Looking to own the revenue conversation with confidence? Explore our content hub, packed with actionable tools, proven playbooks, and expert insights to help you turn customer success into a true growth engine. Whether you're building strategy or leading the conversation, this is where revenue-ready CSMs level up.